well, as you can see, we're back here again. I did take this out, which I'm going to add some footage from me running it. When I got out there, I found a parking lot that, it was a school parking lot. It was sealed, like asphalt, like, you know, had that sealer on it. And I didn't know how it was going to, you know, how this was going to do on that type of surface. It started out pretty good. I felt like I'd gotten it pretty much figured out. And then gradually it just got worse and worse. One issue I did run into, which is weird, and I don't know if it's because I got the antenna shortened. I didn't cut the antenna, I just tucked it in there. It ran out of range on me and just completely shut down. But yeah, that was an odd thing. So I'm going to either get a Futaba receiver if I can find one, because they seem to be out of stock everywhere, and go the radio that I use on my Axial JK, to get a receiver for that and use that. But that was definitely weird. And like I said, I felt like I had it lined out. I felt like it was doing good. Everything seemed to be working. The heat wasn't as excessive on the motor, and the gearing felt good, the car felt good, and then it just went kind of downhill. Now I do live in Florida, and everywhere has sand on it. Like, there's no parking lot that's clean. You can be 20 miles from the beach, 30 miles from the beach, and there's just sand in the parking lots. It doesn't matter, just the way it is. If the wind blows sand, sand gets everywhere. So I was thinking it was that, and I was trying to clean the tires off, but yeah. So basically, I'll add the footage and then come back and go over what I found this time. So you'll see some footage. I don't really know what I got. I tried to do 2 cameras, but at the point that I put the second camera down, the car was already running terrible, and I couldn't get it to work. So I'll see what footage I have. I haven't even looked at it, but I will add some footage, and then you'll see that, and then I'll be back. So what I have right now is I have the car set up 60% power. The only other changes I made is I turned the brake down. I turned the brake to like 25%, because every time I was hitting the brake last time, I had it like 60 or 70. It was just locking up. So I'm going to try this 25% brake and see what happens. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Try that again. Get the steering, still trying to get the steering figured out. Alright. I think I need a longer run. I should probably run the other way. The other part of the parking lot's longer, so. But we'll see. Definitely easier, a lot easier to control. New gear. What I'm going to do is put a little bit more output power. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to go over this. So make some adjustments to the B-Link, to the the ESC through the B-Link. So here's my car. It seems to be already connected to the B-Link, so I'm going to hit controller settings. So let's see, 60% power. I'm going to give it the 100. I think the brake is pretty good at 25%. This is the throttle curve I have right now. Real steady in and up. So my brake curve is good. So where's my brake at? Yeah, my brake's 25%. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, so just change the power. Turn off the ESC. Turn it back on. To be honest, I absolutely love this thing. I think it's the coolest thing to be able to like adjust, for at least for a drag car. This is, you know, be able to adjust things while you're running, turn the power down, adjust the throttle curve, stuff like that. All right, it's all finished. So now comes the scary part. Last time I turned it up to 100, I broke a wheel. So let's see what it does. Let me get this camera moved and get this set up. I'm gonna move back a little bit and see what it does. All right, so I moved over here. This is like basically, this is a school parking lot. The school's over there, so this is basically down straight in front of the school, but I think it's a lot better. And since I just turned it up, I want to give myself a little bit more room, so. All right, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Are you serious? It went out of range or something. Something happened, it shut off. Alright, let me put this away. I gotta walk all the way down here and get it. Oh, that one might be hot. There goes nothing. Probably gonna run out of range again, but let's see. Get the camera too. Give it a shot this time. Oh, that's good. Alright, so I'm back. Hopefully there was some decent footage that I added in there. Now, like I said, the first couple runs I felt like it was doing pretty good, and then it gradually got worse and worse, and it was just, and like I said, I thought it was the sand on the tires. But anyway, at the end, I felt like either I flat spotted one of the tires, or like the foam was off, or it was just something was weird. It was kind of lumping, like boop, 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 boop. And then so when I picked it up, I found this. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, it's right there. So as you can see here, the rim cracked. I don't know. I mean, I could have put it into something. It doesn't really look like there's marks on it. And then when I thought like, oh, I probably hit something with it. Or I don't really remember hitting a curve, but I did flip it over, and I flipped it over the week before, so I don't know. But then when I really thought about it, these tires are ballooning so much that these rims probably can't handle it. They're not very thick. Like I said, they're old Kyosho rims. I mean, they're not old, but they still manufacture them, which is what these are, but they're not, you know, these are for RC cars before there were brushless systems. So my guess is just the amount of pressure when this tire balloons out cause that issue. So that's why the car was kind of lumping, and obviously when I was giving it throttle, it was, you know, like I said, at the end it just wasn't controllable, so that was the issue. I only found it on that wheel, but I'm sure there's issues on a little bit of the bead came up on that wheel. I don't know, I haven't looked at the inside, but either way, I was planning on going to some bead locks in the back, because I think I'm going to go through tires. So I already ordered these, so I got these this week. I don't have tires for them. I got 2 sets of Pro Lines. I found these are older Pro Line bead locks. They're actually discontinued, so I was lucky enough to find a set. They're just some old black bead locks, 2.2. I believe, oh no, they are for Slash, so they are, what you call it, short course truck wheels. So I picked up these first when I found them on eBay. Like I said, they're discontinued. I saw them somewhere and I was like, oh, I need those wheels, and then I ended up picking up a set of these too, which are the Denali's from Pro Line. These are obviously for crawlers, but these are real nice, so I grabbed those. So that's the update on this thing. Another broken part. If you look back, back there, I started to paint the body. Like I said in the last video, it was my first time using liquid mask, so I'm going with an easy paint job. That's just one color. There's gonna be another color on it. I don't really know if I'm gonna pull this off with the liquid mask, so I didn't want to go crazy. And then that's about it. Hopefully, oh, there's also one thing too. There's also a trick that I've been reading about that you can put Gorilla duct tape in the tires, which I'm also going to do. I guess you tape the tires and it stops them from ballooning as much. A lot of people seem to have done it, and it seems to help. So I'm going to do that on new tires, and hopefully will help a little bit, because that's part of the problem when the car takes off. I have the throttle set, so it kind of gradually gets up the throttle, but when it hits that part where it takes off to, you know, the tires just balloon up, and the car's all over the place. But besides that, everything else seems to be done on it. So hopefully get a new set of tires, get the body mounted up, and then we'll be able to take it out and see what it looks like with the body on, and get a couple runs, and hopefully at that point I'll have everything pretty much figured out. Like I said, I feel like I do, you know, the suspension. I think the gearing's close. Probably adjust a couple teeth, but yeah. And then I also got to figure out, like I said, the new problem with the receiver. I didn't feel like I was that far away, and it cut out completely, and I had to walk all the way down and wait for it to catch back up. So I put new batteries in the radio and everything, so I don't know. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I know I said there was going to be a video this week of the Wraith, but I didn't really get a chance to do it, so I might post a video of something else, but I haven't decided yet. Anyway, thanks for watching.